Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend, here with another installment of Fat and Black Connections Podmas. And this is a live interactive one because, well, I didn't get around to recording this any sooner. So here I am. And what we're going to be discussing on this special edition of Podmas is some of the top gifts of 2022. I don't want to spend too much time prefacing, but I am really feeling pretty excited about this episode, and I almost wish James was here with me because
Juice, bro.
that's pretty close to how I'm feeling about this episode. So, without any further ado, as always, this is not always, but today is a live interactive broadcast. So, if you have thoughts, comments along the way as I'm talking, feel free to use those chat features wherever you're watching, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all of those fun different platforms. If there's some gift out there that you think is pretty awesome, share that idea. But let's dive on in, if we shall, with and some of these things I have no idea what they are, but they seem interesting, so why not? First up is this creepy little thing. We're gonna look at some kids gifts first and foremost, and this is called a magic mixies. um, Never heard of it, but I saw it and it seemed kind of interesting. So, kids will be amazed when they use their magic wand to really summon a magical creature from a crystal ball filled with mist. Once it's summoned, the Mixie, which I guess is the little creature, it can do things like perform spells and tell fortunes. So, evidently, this is supposedly one of the top toys of 2022 that you could get a kid. So if you've got one in your life, magic mixies, I guess. Next up, the Monster Jam Garage. Now, this is something I could definitely see wanting myself as a kid. And the way this is described, Monster Jam is right. This play set stands at 4 feet wide and 2 feet high, which is plenty of room for epic stunts. There are lights, sounds, and a working elevator for kids to load their trucks into. And when it's not in use, it can act as a storage for the monster trucks. So pretty big. Hopefully, you've got the space for this thing. 4 feet wide by 2 feet high. As you can see, there's a lot of different things there that your monster trucks could do. Um, when I was a kid, I had Hot Wheels, and I even had Micro Machines. I don't know how many of y'all remember that, but I never had monster trucks. So looks fun. I'd be interested to check it out. Next up, I don't understand what the fascination is, A, with Squishmallows or Squishmallows or whatever. But secondarily, in general, I don't understand why people today are interested in these mystery boxes, and buying these toys that you don't actually know what you might get, and you could get duplicates. Um, I, I just, for me, I don't get it. And we got Tyrus checking in. Kids now will never understand the dangers of buying a Tickle Me Elmo on Black Friday back in the day. True that. Not that I ever had to get one, but I remember when the Tickle Me Elmo came out and stores were crazy. But Squishmallows Mystery Box. Kids can't get enough of Squishmallows, the toy that splits the difference between a stuffed animal and a plush pillow. This box gives you 3 for 1 with a trio of 8-inch stuffies in one go. But again, you don't know which ones you're getting. So you could find yourself with two bald eagles, or I would hope that they don't put two of the same one in a box. But uh, again, I just don't get the mystery box idea. I see this a lot at the stores now where you can go and buy these little balls that have a toy inside, but you don't know what it is. Why? Why would you do that? Uh, I guess you could trade maybe with other kids. Now, this next one, uh, I think is for somewhat of older kids, maybe even teenagers, but also definitely for adults such as myself. That is the Star Wars villainous Power of the Dark Side. Excuse me. If you've ever wanted to don a helmet and try your hand at being a Star Wars villain, this strategy board game gives you the chance. Choose from Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, General Grievous, Sanjay Ventress or Moff Gideon. Each villain has its own strengths and resources, and try to accomplish your character's goal before the other players. So, obviously, big fan of the Star Wars universe. We talk about all the different Star Wars shows on this show. This looks like fun to me. I've never played any of the villainous or villain games. I know that there's quite a few of them variants, so I assume this kind of probably uses the same general mechanics as those. Um, but yeah, I'd totally be down to play this. So if anybody out there has it and wants to let me come play with them, I'd be down. This next one, I don't even know. I saw this on a list of the top toys, and yeah, I saw it actually on two different lists, so that's part of why it's here. Tyrus, I'd be really curious to get your feedback on this one. This is the Sweet Puffy Bee, African American, Black, Latino, Hispanic, mixed race, multicultural, curly, natural hair, 12-inch baby doll. Okay, there's a lot to unpack there, and I'm not going to do it, but I guess this is a top toy this year. Sweet Puffy Bee. So, Tyrus, how do you feel about Sweet Puffy Bee? Will you be getting this for any of the young ladies or gentlemen, I guess, in your family? And of course, Tyrus, WTF is that? Indeed. Indeed, my friend. So that's the top kids gifts from my research, or at least the ones that I felt was worthy of bringing to your attention. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at five different items that are in general. Some of them I pulled them because they're supposedly top items. Some of them because I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." So we'll see what y'all think, and let's dive on in. So, first up is this interesting looking device that evidently helps to clean your fruit. It's called an Aqua Pure. This new device cleans your food from bacteria, mold, and pesticide residues, yet doesn't affect the taste at all. In fact, it actually makes your food taste better because it removes all the icky, sticky stuff without changing anything else. Evidently, you take a bowl, fill it up with water, turn this thing on, drop it in, and then throw your fruit in, and it actually somehow cleans it better. And it's true. Having worked in the restaurant industry, you don't just wash fruits and vegetables with water. There's usually what's called something like a power wash or something along those lines that has chemicals in it to clean the fruit or vegetables and actually remove any potential harmful bacterias. Um, so if this works kind of with that same principle, I'm definitely interested. And we do eat, we've got a little one, so we do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables in this house. So I could see there potentially being value here. What I didn't research is, does it have to sit in this water for a certain amount of time or anything like that? So on its face, I think there's probably some value here if you don't want to purchase your own proper fruit vegetable cleaning solution that you can get at a lot of stores. This could be the fat guy, easy, lazy way. So, I'm all about that. Next up, this one I could see coming in handy, especially in this social media day and age. And this is the Snapshot Selfie Stand 360. It's kind of an interesting device. You utilize it in conjunction with an app, and you put your camera or your phone onto this stand, and it actually has the ability to rotate. So the Snapshot Selfie Stand 360 phone tracker takes your photos and videos to the next level. Capture the perfect photo or live recording with this device, and it's equipped with a motorized, motion censored phone video tracker, manual tilting, and a Bluetooth shutter that connects to your smartphone. So this gives you the ability to have a little device in your hand, be standing across the room, hit the button, and it takes your picture. But it will also track your face. So if you're trying to, let's say you're in the kitchen and you're making a selfie video with your phone. You could place it in one area of the kitchen and be standing somewhere else and walk back and forth in your kitchen, and your phone will follow you, or this device will follow you. So, again, it's not for me, but I could see there being value in this to people out there today. Now, this I think I'm probably going to convince my wife to allow me to get. For those of you that don't know, my wife is culturally Korean, and her family, a lot of them don't speak English a ton. They'll speak English in general to me, but a lot of the time they're speaking in Korean. And so I think this thing would really come in handy. And this is called a Muami Inis. It's a genius device that turns you into a fluent speaker of 36 languages in just seconds. With just a click of a button, you start talking, and it will immediately translate your words into the language of your choice. Uh, to me, this is pretty cool. And it's got 36 different languages, and from what I've read, they will be increasing that to add additional languages. Um, I could see this totally coming in handy if you're going to another country, and speaking, saying what you need to say, changing it to French, and you're in Paris. Boom. Hey, I need to find the bathroom. Here you go. And we got memory out there checking in saying that's cool. Absolutely. This is one that I could see there being significant value in. So yeah, this next one that I'm going to talk about, it is a top gift, and I've seen it on multiple lists, and I still don't quite understand why. This is called a shape shifting box by Shashibo, and it's Unlock the Mystery. So, the shape shifting box is available in 12 different designs. Each 3D magic cube transforms into over 70 shapes and offers hours of mind challenging entertainment. I don't get it. It seems like a really crazy advanced fidget cube, maybe, or fidget spinner, or one of those things where you're bored and you just need to do something with your hands. I guess I could see this uh, working for that. You also have the ability to combine multiple cubes together to make even more intricate shapes and designs. Again, this isn't one for me, but I thought it was interesting, and so I thought I'd share it with all of you. The last one that I have for tonight is probably the one that most of you are going to be like, "I what? Why?" And I will tell you, because personally, for me, in especially some of the jobs I've had, this would have really come in handy. And this is a portable document scanner. Um, I think this is really cool. It gives you the place to set your document. It has an arm that comes up with a camera over the top, and it will scan your documents and digitize them. Uh, and again, some people are probably like, "Well, I've got a scanner on my printer." Okay, not everything fits into the printer, though. Sometimes you need an oversized scanner. Uh, Sometimes the documents are small, so you need something that can scan receipts. Um, yes, I can understand. This only scans one document at a time, so that might be frustrating. Um, but here's what this also does: it's a USB document camera and scanner. It works as both a document camera for remote teaching and learning compatibility with Zoom, Google Meet, Skype, and it's a document scanner to scan papers, and it will convert them into OCR files. And for those of you that don't know what OCR is, that's where it makes your document readable and to where you can copy and paste the text out of your document into Word or other things. It's able to scan up to 180 different languages and converts to JPEG, uh, PDF, a searchable PDF, Word, Excel, and TIFF. So again, I'm kind of a nerd, and but I definitely see a lot of value in this item. Um, for a while, I was doing some tax auditing for the state of Nevada, and I can't tell you how many times I would go to audit a business, and I'd be handed a stack of documents. And while I don't need every single document, I do need some of them, and it would have been so nice to have something like this where I could just set the piece of paper down, hit the button, boom, it scans it, it's in my computer, move on. Um, Especially when you're dealing with like receipts or little pieces of paper, because they did provide us with portable scanners, but they really only worked for 8.5 by 11 standard size paper documents. So yeah, that is the list I have for today. Um, I think these items are pretty cool in general. I will be trying to convince my wife to let me get that translator, but if any of you have any cool Christmas gifts or suggestions, shoot them our way. We'd love to talk about them on our upcoming episodes. And hey, thanks for joining us for Podmas. We're having fun, every night doing a different topic, talking about different things. Um, and so stick around. We'll be back uh, every day, every day between now and Christmas. Pretty much, we're doing a different Podmas. We had James yesterday doing random Christmas facts. That one was kind of interesting. Tomorrow, we've got James doing his top Christmas albums. And coming up soon, the one that I think you should all be very much looking forward to on Monday the 12th is the great debate between Tyrus and James on is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And James is taking the pro, Tyrus is taking the con, and it's going to be a fun one. So stick around, and we'll see you real soon. Merry Christmas, everyone.